Yeah, definitely proud of our guys' fight tonight. That team scores. I think they're the highest scoring offense in the league coming into that game. We grinded defensively. They had spurts where they were scoring, but I thought there were times where we really shut them down. So proud of these guys. These guys being guys that have been here the entire career, senior night for him and his last game here. Definitely proud of these guys that got to go out like that.
Coach, you've talked a lot about this season about transition offense and defense. There was a couple good, fast break kind of transition scores tonight. What'd you like from the team transition-wise?
You're talking about offensively?
Yeah, both sides, but more importantly, offensively.
Yeah, I mean, we try to take what the defense gives us offensively. I thought Jameer was good getting out in transition and kind of pushing the tempo a little bit. I thought those guys got loose. And, in space, we got a lot of guys who can score, and I thought we did a good job of that tonight. Today. I'm saying today. Jeez.
Coach, early on, it looked like that pick and pop was really working up top with Brickus and Enoch and with Dixon. Was that a matchup that you just liked or something you saw on film that you wanted to attack early on? Or?
Yeah, it's something that's a part of our offense and worked, so we just went back to it.
Jordan, can we talk about the emotions of senior day and what it was like for you, going through this and then the performance that you had?
Yeah, I mean, before the game, wasn't really thinking too much about it. I would say after, we won, I kind of realized, this would be my last game in the Finneran. It was a little emotional, but, I'm the type of guy who doesn't really think too much about stuff like that. And I kind of just worry about the game and just happy we got the win.
Eric, as you play your potentially last game here, what is it about this program, the people here in this place that's allowed you to become such a dominant player, one of the all-time guys here?
I think it's just the fact that everybody in the program cares. From our managers to our head coach, everybody's invested. Everybody is willing to help me out. And we always just say as players, the least we can do is go out there and play hard.
Kyle, with the win that moves you up a little bit more in the standings, talk about that accomplishment now that you're moving now into the top 5.
We have one-game seasons from here on out in our minds, so standings, none of that stuff really matters to us. We're thinking we have another game in a couple days. That's our biggest game of the year. Beyond that doesn't matter. Before that doesn't matter. That's all we're worried about. I may give these guys a couple hours to think about this one, and then we're right. We got to go next game. It's this for everybody. This time of year, you got to have a short memory on both sides. Win, loss doesn't matter. All that matters is the next game.
Coach, I know you like to play your best basketball by the end of the year, be the best you are by the end of the year. Do you feel like you're on the way to that? Do you feel like this is another stepping stone to get there?
Yeah, I think we're on our way. I think there's definitely some room to improve. We've had a couple games with some quick turns here. So just energy-wise, I'm glad we competed the way we did tonight, and we have to come back and do it again tomorrow. That's all we're worried about.
Coach,
tomorrow, I should say, in a couple days.
Coach, similar question to kind of what I asked Eric. With his last game being played here today, what's it been like to watch him become an all-time Villanova player and the most dominant scorer in the nation?
Yeah, it's been a ride. I think he would agree. Just knowing him since he was 16 years old, watching him play in high school gyms, dominate high school. I think I was here for his entire career except for 1 year. And watching him mature as a person has been unbelievable. It's why you coach, is to just be around and watch guys like him become young men and be high character, high level young men. And he's obviously one of the best, along with Jordan, two of the best guys that have come through here, not just with their play, but and not just with their play, and more importantly, with who they are as people. High level people, just great ambassadors for our program and the university.
Coach, you guys you've done really well when you guys are moving the ball really well. I think you only have 3 losses when you have 12 or more assists. What did you like from the ball movement today, especially, guys like Jameer, some more guys put on assists today that you normally don't?
Yeah, our guys clearly did a great job offensively. We got a lot of unselfish guys who can make plays for themselves, but also can make plays for others. And if we get into space and we can draw to and kick out, we're pretty good.
Jordan, we know how humble Eric is. He's not going to talk about himself. He passed all-time third scoring. What do you think about that? And then I have a second question after you get to that.
I mean, kind of like Coach said, Eric's a guy that I've looked up to, since he was in high school. I've seen him, dominate on the AAU circuit and the high school court, and now, coming here as a freshman, I always knew his talent, his ability. These past, 3-4 years I've been with him, it's just been inspiring, and it's been amazing to see him, flourish and, into the true player in person he is today. So it's great.
Second thing, Eric just tied Colin Gillespie, another guy you played with for all-time most games. Something that you don't like, that's all off the court stuff, keeping his body right, staying in the gym, eating healthy. What do you
Being
see
here
about,
a couple extra years.
they played the same amount though. What do you think about that? Like off the court, what do you see from Eric, like a leader, someone you look up to?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you ask anybody in our program, Eric's definitely one of, if not the most dedicated guy. He's always, in the gym, 11, 12 o'clock at night, in the gym early mornings. So he's a guy that I just, inspired by, his dedication to the game, his body, and he's definitely, come a long way as far as, physically. But I mean, it's kind of insanely impressive how many games that he's played. He never misses a practice, never misses a game. And I know he's hurt, and I know he's sore. Everybody's sore, but he fights through it for us, and he does it, for his teammates. So it's inspiring.
Eric, obviously you went through the NBA draft process last year, and then you decided to come back, and now you led the nation in scoring this year. What do you feel like you learned during that draft process to help you become a better player this year?
I think that process was great. I think I had the opportunity to be around a lot of other high-level guys, see how they work, pick the brain of some veterans, some pros that were pros for years, and kind of just hear how they worked. And Gordo talked about how hard I worked, but I went and listened to those guys, and so I realized I wasn't doing what they were doing. And if I want to be where they are, and I got to up my level a little bit. And so just going and picking their brains and hearing their stories and seeing what they do on their day-to-day routine, just trying to blend into my own.
Anything else?
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.